Hey guys, welcome back. It's just funny as heck how I've got nothing in this investment for me, and so I don't care what anyone says. It's nothing, nothing's gonna shut me down or stop me from helping you guys. And again, there's nothing in this for me. So when people attack and say things, I simply don't care because I have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose when you have nothing to gain. Okay. So that's just what makes this funny. And so I come out, when that article comes out telling you that really that article is nothing more than a letter of recommendation to the CBI, okay, from around the 17th of this past week, okay. And again, it's just nothing more than a letter of recommendation where the individual that drafted it or created it was making a recommendation saying, that there might be two different rates, a 1 plus rate and a 3 plus rate. And again, the central bank itself will never, ever, ever tell you what the rate in Iraq's going to be. Okay, the central bank will never reveal the rate to you. And second, guys, the central bank, I've already shown you where they came out telling you they can only have one rate change per year. Okay. So, and second, guys, you should take the time to go study Iraq's historical rates over the last 100 years. Okay, remember, guys, this is a reinstatement. That means they're going to put it back to where it was when it devalued 16 years ago in '04. Okay, in '04, it devalued from a value of $3.22. That was 16 years ago. Okay, they're putting it back to where it was. Okay, because it's a reinstatement. Iraq's never had a rate in the last 100 years below $2. Okay, so you have this horrible opinionated article talking about two different rates of 1 plus and 3 plus, and and I just bring it to your attention. I'm like, hey, just be careful with this, guys, and just to kind of help you out and strongly let you know that that letter or that document, that letter of request or recommendation wasn't from the CBI. It has nothing to do with the CBI. It's just nothing more than a letter of recommendation to the central bank. So because it has nothing to do with the central bank, I'm just trying to forewarn you guys because you have some clueless individuals, okay, that claim to be smart sharing this with you. But again, it's not from the central bank. So I'm trying to, help you guys out to make sure, because it seems that article would seem to be a good article. Okay, but the logic and the reality in it is this article is not from the central bank. Okay, has nothing to do with the central bank. So I strongly advise you to just disregard it. Okay, because it's just pure BS at that point. If it's not from the central bank, it's just pure BS, and it's not worth your time to even swallow it, especially when the central bank said, hey, you know what, we can only have one rate change per year. So really that article is just, null and void at that point. Okay. And when I go out of my way to help you share this, guys, and I just said, hey, you've got some you've got clueless individuals that don't really know how to discern information, okay, who sell you guys and make money off you guys and line their pockets off you guys, okay. It's amazing how defensive these individuals get. I'm like, oh my gosh, you don't even have to mention their name, and they get tremendously, defensive, and it's almost like they know they're as guilty as can be. You just when you just say, hey, watch out for these individuals that line their pockets off you guys. These are these some of these individuals have actually turned around and told you to buy silver, which these gurus claim to be financial analysts. Okay, when here's a 30-day look on silver, hasn't done crap. Okay, here's a 60-day outlook on gold, which gold is actually going down. Gold's been completely going down since the middle of 2020. Okay, gold hasn't done crap. So you've got these gurus that claim to be these financial analysts telling you to go buy gold and silver, get ahead of the curve, and stay ahead of the curve. In reality, so they can line their pockets off you guys. Okay, and that's all they're doing is lining their pockets off you. When if these guys were real financial analysts, the money they told you to put in gold and silver, guys, they would have told you to put that money into dinar. Okay, dinar is where you're going to want to be because right now it's the only item. And guys, these same gurus are pumping Vietnam to you. Vietnam and none of these other currencies are going to go at this time. Right now there's only going to be one currency changing value. That's going to be the dinar. No other currencies are going at this time. When Iraq does it, will just be Iraq. Okay, that's why when some of you guys ask me about the Vietnam and so forth, guys, I'm not going to waste your time because right now Vietnam is not prepared to go. Okay, and these are the same gurus that keep telling you about Nasara, Jasara, the QFS, and blah blah. And guys, you know what? All these gurus that have told you about Nasara, Jasara, and the QFS, nothing that they've told you has happened or come true. All they've done was blow hot air to you, telling you to go buy gold and silver to get ahead of the curve so they could line their pockets off of your ignorance. Okay? That's what it boils down to. Okay? But it's just funny as can be, you know, when you go out of your way to just say, hey, just be careful of this information, guys, so you don't become a sucker for it. And just forewarning, really, I'm just trying to stress to you because this information is not from the central bank, and they can only have one rate change per year. I've shown you that they factually told you that, okay? And I'm just trying to, I'm looking out for your best interest. And another amazing thing, you should just take the time to go read some of these comments on some of these other, on some of these other guru dinar channels, because you can see when you look at a lot of these comments that a lot of these people are just, they're very, very uninformed. And they take everything that these gurus say as hook, line, and sinker and as gospel and just consume it and swallow it right up. And it's actually it's a really good laugh at how uninformed a lot of their followers are. And I know you guys are much more intelligent than that. You guys are so sharp that you guys already know that these clowns are all BS and very misleading. So anyway, guys, I'm just enjoying the laugh. It's a good laugh at this point of just seeing how, since I brought this to you guys, how some of these gurus are just getting very misleading to you guys, and how defensive they're getting. I'm just laughing at this, how defensive they're. You don't even have to mention their name. You just bring up their actions of what they're doing to other dinar investors, and how they're taking advantage of them and lining their pockets off of them. And oh my gosh, do they get just defensive? It's just mind blowing how defensive they get. So anyway, good times, guys. Let's get into some. Let's leave this fun comedy here, and let's get into some real facts that'll help you guys out. Okay, so as you guys know, this is the number 2 man from the Central Bank of Iraq, Mohammed Saleh. He's telling you that Iraq is on the brink of economic recovery, guys. So it doesn't get any better than that. That dude represents the central bank. When he talks, you listen. Okay? So again, Iraq, he's just confirming to you that Iraq's preparing to launch their economy. But as what you guys have seen, since Iraq devalued its currency on December 20th, which was at the request of the World Bank and the IMF, okay? Since that time, both the World Bank and the IMF have also been telling you the same thing. That's why they've been more outspoken than they ever have. They're showing more of a vested interest in the country of Iraq since they've devalued the currency. Okay, guys, and one thing let's go back, and guys, I actually never expanded this on you guys, and we're the only dinar YouTube channel that has ever really made a real accurate predictions. Okay, remember, guys, going clear back to October, we told you guys that Iraq was going to make a move around January to make you think they have no intentions of revaluing their currency, guys. And we nailed it. Not one of the gurus ever been able to make an accurate guesstimate or prediction like that. Okay. And we nailed it. So when I told you guys that that around January, Iraq was going to make a move and make you think they have no intentions of revaluing their currency, guys, they actually did it on December 20th. They came out devaluing their currency. So what they did was they actually implemented the reforms on December 20th. They implemented the reforms, but instead of increasing the value of their currency, they devalued it. Okay. That's what I told you guys was going to happen around January, and boom, it did. Not one other dinar channel has ever been able to make accurate predictions anywhere close to that, guys. So think about that. So anyway, guys, but here, so you've had the World Bank, the IMF, and now Mohammed Salah, who's the #2 guy at the central bank, all telling you coming out that Iraq is on the brink of economic recovery, and that's why you're seeing plus they're putting a huge emphasis on the reforms. Remember, I've always told you that the reforms are married to the rate change. That's why they have not really officially been implemented per se, at least not the side of the reforms that have any type of cost associated with them. The only aspect of the reforms that they've implemented is just devaluing the currency. So that's more of a generic start of the kind of banking level of the reforms. But again, that has no cost associated with it. Iraq at this time has not implemented any reforms that has any type of cost associated with it. Okay, that part of the reforms will not launch until after the rate changes in April, guys. Okay, and remember too, I showed you an article a few days back in a previous video where Iraq simply came out telling you that they won't be really that they're going to present the 21 budget in a few months, guys. What's a few? Few is usually approximately means 2. Okay, that's April. Okay, so that right there, guys, just simply confirms Iraq's fiscal year, because I want you to think about something that I mean, if Iraq needed this budget and the fiscal period for the budget started in January, they wouldn't wait a few months to present it, but yet they are. Okay, if the implementation of the budget started in January, they would have to implement it right away after approval. Okay, but they're not. They said, hey, they've told you they're waiting a few months, which would be approximately 30 days, okay, till about the beginning of April to really present and implement the budget. They told you that in an article. And again, that just confirms their fiscal period does start April 1st, which is the exact same as Kuwait's. Remember, I keep telling you also something that not one other guru is smart enough to even get close to reaching our level of accuracy, guys. I keep telling you Iraq is walking in Kuwait's footsteps, and you're seeing that. That's why Kuwait reinstated their currency on March 21st of 1991. Again, that's why Kuwait reinstated their currency on March 21st of 1991 on Sunday. Okay, again, that is why Kuwait reinstated their currency on March 21st of 1991. And again, as you see, Iraq is now walking in Kuwait's footsteps, guys. Iraq is transitioning to the same original fiscal year, exactly where they were before the 1990 sections. They're going back to their original fiscal period. And guys, I've already spoke with the Iraqi government, so I have confirmed this. Okay, I know for a fact Iraq is transitioning. That's why they told you they'll be presenting the budget in just a few months, which is April 1st. Okay, so guys, you are in the best position. History is repeating itself between Iraq and Kuwait. Okay, and see, here's another one for you. International Conference for the Reconstruction, guys. The reconstruction, as I kind of keep resharing with you, has been outstanding since the war ended in 17. Okay, going clear back to, at this point, easily 3 years ago. Okay, if Reconstruction's been outstanding for 3 years from when the war ended, ask yourself, why hasn't Iraq even started the Reconstruction again? The Reconstruction is waiting on the rate change. They need to be able to pay the contractors with internationally recognized currency. That's why the Reconstruction has been outstanding for so long, and it is waiting on the rate change. Okay. Next article for you guys. And again, the Pope is going to Iraq. Why? Why would the Pope be going there? Okay. The reason why the Pope is going there is he's simply what the Pope does is he's going to be praying for the country of Iraq. That's it. He's just simply going there to pray for the country of Iraq so that, Iraq is at the point. And what that does, guys, is that confirms to you that this just gives us confirmation that that Iraq is at the verge and at the point of a new beginning. The Pope is just simply going there to pray for Iraq, for their prosperity, longevity, and just that they're prosperous and do well going forward at their point of a new beginning. Okay, so that's the only reason that the Pope's going there, is just to pray for them at their point of a new beginning for long-term prosperity. Okay, and that their government, stays in good health and they keep corruption at bay and all that. So that's the only reason he's going there, is just to pray for them for their new beginning. So guys, as you see, Iraq is very much in a great position moving forward, and everything looks very good for Iraq at this time. So anyway, guys, there you go. Watch out for all that fraud going forward, guys, and all that corruption from those individuals. Don't swallow their garbage that they share with you. Guys, everything is in the best position ever. Iraq's in the best position. We're in the best position, guys. We are very, very close to this. And don't forget, Iraq already gave you guys the rate change date. When they devalued the currency on December 20th, they gave you the rate change date. Okay, they gave you the rate change date from devaluing the currency. That was nothing more than a tool to reduce the note count in the country. Hey, you guys are the best. God bless you guys and have a great day. Take care.